Commercial talk station. Talk Radio.
The biggest commercial talk station in the world. Email Nick now. nabbott@talk-radio.co.uk.
Hit me!
What was wrong with that guy, by the way? Was he standing on one of... You know, if you go and get paint at a shop, they'll put it in one of those machines that will jiggle it about like that. Basically prevents you having to stir it when you get home. It goes... Was he standing on one of those when he said, "This is the biggest commercial radio station in the world"?
No, I think he was standing on Jimmy Savile. Not that we recommend that.
I don't know. Why not? That sounds like fun to me. Whatever happened to Jimmy Savile? Huh?
Well, he's doing lots of good work for charity, isn't he?
Charity, is he?
Yeah. Sure is.
Is he running up like about 5 miles a day? That's good, because after a week he'll be 35 miles away. Gets my vote. He's a national institution. How dare you be rude about Jimmy Savile? He's a sir.
I apologise.
To who?
To Sir Jimmy Savile.
Oh, right, okay then. Right, we're going to take some of these calls, because some of these people have been waiting forever. It's a call in Bath. Hello, Reggie.
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Cool, man. Have you heard of a band called Half Man, Half Biscuit?
Of course.
Aren't they cool?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, because that just came to mind on Friday. You're on about was it Brian Cant and Trumpton and Camberwick Green and all that. And of course they've got a song. There's Trumpton Riots.
Right. Does it go like this?
Come on and hear my ukulele.
Similar.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's great that. And Sally James. Remember those garters she used to wear?
No.
She used to wear fishnet stockings, and sailors would send her garters, and she'd flash them every week. That sort of stirred something in me at a young age.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, indeed. But that's not what I've called about. Got that off my chest. No, I'm calling in tribute to an ex-cat called Squitly.
Now, this is not a cat like Keith Richards would describe a cat. He's hanging out with the cats.
Why, no cat, Keith.
This is an actual cat, is it?
This is an actual pussy cat.
It's not like jazz musician and they'd be hanging out, shooting the breeze and hanging out with the cats.
No, baby.
Making some bread.
It's not some hip cat.
Okay.
It's an actual cat, or it was, rather. My mum terminated it with extreme prejudice today.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Guess, and over... Yes.
One too many deposits on the kitchen floor?
That's it. That is exactly it. I mean,
And so she killed it?
She killed it.
That seems a little harsh.
This is what I thought.
How did she kill it?
She didn't stamp on its head or anything.
Oh, that's completely wrong. Sorry about that.
She didn't went...
Well, no, okay, well...
Took it down the vet.
Don't tell me how she didn't do it, because there's many and various ways that she didn't do it, most of which are disgusting. She took it down the vet, right.
And, I mean, the vet, fair enough, the vet said it's probably the best thing, because it was utterly insane. It was, worse than crazy. In fact, it was evil.
You've been sitting at home taking notes.
He's wacko, man. He's worse than crazy. He's evil.
What do you know about surfing, Major? You're from goddamn New Jersey.
So the cat's dead. That's a real shame there, Reggie. How old was the cat in person years?
I'm not sure how you worked that out. In cat years, it was like 9 or something.
I don't know. How long does a cat live?
Up to about 20, I think. In
20?
extreme cases, yeah. Can do. I think the Guinness Book of Records one is like 25 or something. So I have to check my facts.
Well, don't you think you were a bit previous? I mean, like a little cat counselling, perhaps, might have... you killed it like you...
A little cat brain surgery, perhaps.
Well, yeah, you would have... Basically, you put it down when it was about 40, just when it was coming into its own.
Just as life was beginning, yes. No, it had a perverse... You see, I think it faked its diminished responsibility to find new and nefarious places to leave its deposit.
Oh, right, it was kind of like Munchausen's syndrome by proxy. It was, kind of.
Didn't
gaining attention by harming your kitchen floor.
Yeah, because one of its favourites was it would leave one behind the kitchen door. So when you open the door, well, you can imagine.
Big surprise, yeah.
It would kind of leave it in an arc then, and then underneath the door, so you'd have to take off the hinges.
Okay, well, listen, thanks for the bad news about the cat, mate. Now we all are feeling really depressed.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to... This is what it sounded like, so this is my tribute as well.
Oh, here we go.
It's to make a noise like this, it would go...
Yeah, I wonder where he got his mental instability. 0500 1053 89. It's a freak all. Here's one in your beautiful Edinburgh. Hello, Teresa.
Oh, hi, Nick.
Oh, hello.
Hiya. I'll tell you, I was just listening about that guy with the cat. I actually have a cat. But that's not why I phoned up anyway. But my cat, she's lying upstairs under my bed, probably cosy as hell, because it's that cold outside. But anyway, we're talking about...
Do you like it when they come in and start coughing up or whatever it is they cough
Oh,
up?
frontal. Yeah.
And they start with the back, and it looks like they're dying. Because this thing they got, it looks like the alien monster is about to burst out of their chest because they go into this convulsion.
They do.
And you just want, and there's no stopping it. You just got to pick it up and put it out. Why it would come in and do that? I can understand why a cat would come in with a mouse and leave you a present because it's stupid and it's giving you something that it thinks is, because it likes mice, right? It loves them. That's a treat to them. So why wouldn't we like that? It thinks it's a massive compliment. And then you respond by kicking the cat around the kitchen and picking the mouse up with a dustpan and brush.
No. What mine does is it goes out and it eats the grass and then it comes in. So what I do is I keep the French door shut and I leave it outside, and then you can see it booking outside. And then I'll let it in, you see, because other than that, the grass all goes over the carpet. It just books it up.
And what's the verb you're using there?
Sorry?
Boke?
Boke. Aye, boking.
Spell that?
Coughing it up.
Spell boking?
B-O-A-C. Boke.
You heard of this, Kev?
Oh, yeah.
Boking?
Yeah, book.
Book. Aye, never heard of that.
You ever gone down to the Midden and have a good book?
Aye.
So anyway, Teresa.
Yeah. Never mind about my cat anyway. Yeah, we're talking about units of alcohol.
Oh yeah.
But a glass of wine is 1 unit.
One glass of wine is 1 unit. You absolutely sure about that?
Yeah,
and how big a glass of wine are we talking about?
Well, exactly. That's what I say. I have the massive glasses. I love a glass. I love a glass of wine with my meals.
Yeah, before, during, and after. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. So how can they
breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Well, how many units in a bottle?
They say, you're talking maybe 4.5 units in one bottle.
I don't think that can be right.
Well, depends on the size of the glasses. You'd like...
No, but all bottles, unless you buy screw tops, all wine bottles are the same.
No, but say, right, you uncork it, right, and there's 2 years, and you've got about 2.5 glasses per bottle. Is that not about right? Yeah,
I guess something like that. Yeah.
So that's
each, you mean?
Yeah, each. Yeah. So that's like 2.5 glasses. That's 2.5 units. Then you've had.
I think the French are bastards in this respect, and I hope that that's not an offensive thing for me to say. But they made wine bottles too small.
So
they're just not big enough for 2 people to enjoy over a dinner of an evening.
That's right. Yeah.
1 bottle is not enough. Like, not even close. If they were litres, then you could just about get away with splitting 1 bottle between 2 people. But but with those 70 milliliter bottles, is that what it is? 70, 75?
75.
You need to open the second bottle, and they're screwing us in that respect. They're doing it to us because we've got to buy 2 bottles.
That's right.
Of course, when you open the next one, then you go ahead and drink the whole thing anyway.
Listen, one person can drink 1 bottle. Neighbours are in this country.
Easily.
Yeah.
Before breakfast.
Yeah. So, I reckon we are being done. And we're paying over the top. When you go to France, you can get a decent bottle over there for, 10 francs, which is about £1. And come over here, you're paying $2.99 or whatever.
$2.99. Nobody should ever buy a bottle of wine that costs more than £1.50. Are you serious, Teresa? What are you, some kind of wine snob?
Yes, actually.
$1.50 tops. Remember that always. 0500 1053 89. Free one. It's one
Monday.
Yeah, I know that. It's one in Buxton. Hello, Merlin.
Good evening.
Merlin.
How are you?
All right.
You've been having some psychological problems, I reckon, recently. Did you say you hardly had any listeners or any people phoning in or something?
No, we got listeners. We got listeners. We've doubled the audience in 7 weeks. No problem about listeners.
Yeah, you're not having people phoning in.
Well, every now and again you'll hit a dry patch, often at the beginning of a program, because I don't tend to throw a topic out. I don't start the program and say, in this hour we're going to be talking about the NHS or the disgraceful state of the roads. Or,
Rightly so.
whatever, it might be. Now, a lot of people do that really well, but it's just not something that I do.
Yeah.
I have a laugh, innit?
Well, innit, yeah. Well, I'm taking it on board as being, I told you so, or it serves you out of a karma situation for you here. Because you're not into spiritualism or spiritism or etc. I'm going to treat it as a sort of like there's something going on that's like almost like a hex, but it's not hex because I'm not into all that sort of heavy stuff.
Merlin, what the hell are you talking about? Seriously, get to the point.
Be nice or else. Yeah, that's it, yeah. And if you're not, then it's not going to lift. But if you are, then it will. So it's up to you. And it's to do with belief, this. It's to do with...
Can I'll re-ask my question.
Yeah, go on.
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what I have got. But you can just... I'll cut out the middleman here. I've got some yodeling.
We're running late!
I've got some yodeling you might want.
Yodeling? Wait a minute. What was all that stuff that you were just talking about? Now suddenly you want to yodel for us?
I'm not going to yodel.
I got plenty of yodels. Professional yodel people we got.
Play that again.
No way, no.
Play that again.
No, what was it that you were actually calling in about? On my screen it says you were offering to put a lucky magic spell on us.
Well, this is it. I'm going to lift
Well,
this
why didn't you say that?
Well, I'm getting there, aren't I?
You're getting there too slowly, man. Are you using British Rail? Come on. Just do the spell and we'll move on.
It's with it being a free call, it's not very often, telecom, etc.
Well, exactly. These calls should be more expensive.
I'm not going to do it over the air now. I'll do it, but you have to...
are you supposed to be some kind of wizard? Is this why the moniker Merlin?
The Merlin fits in with... I'm a tarot card reader, etc.
Oh, blimey, one of these.
I've done your tarot card reading, you didn't believe it.
Well, there you go.
Well,
and did any of it come true?
Of course it did.
Like what?
Like your biopsy results, etc. and all that. There's nothing heavy there, was there? But, what a waste of time. Well, you know that was a waste of time. They're cutting bits of your skin off your head.
You've got a 50-50 chance. That is hardly proof that you have some sort of extra sensory perception.
I never said that was proof. I haven't got ESP. I'm not psychic, but everyone's psychic. But I'm not really good psychic.
I'm beginning to think you're psycho, Merlin.
Psychotic.
Is it a full moon, by the way?
It's not yet.
It's going to be. Well,
going to be.
I'll phone you on the full moon.
What kind of answer is that? It's going to be.
Merlin, it's imminent, isn't it?
It is imminent.
It's like, is it Wednesday? No, but it's going to be.
All right, when is it then, Merlin?
Merlin, I'll give you a very brief time to put a magic spell on our switchboard. Go ahead and do it now. Go ahead. You know you want to.
Okay. Okay.
That was it?
Well, that'll do. That may as well do. Because you'd be better doing it yourself, really. You could know. It's true, but you can be told how to do it the right way and the wrong way, can't you?
Well, all you did was mumble. That's it.
It was either a spell or say something really rude in Kenny speak.
It was a mantra, and by the way, it's the full moon on Wednesday.
Well,
I'd like to know.
Right, well, undoubtedly we'll get another call from you then. 0500 1053 89. It's a freak all. Here is one in Fife. Hello, Peter. Peter.
Hello, good evening, mate. Earlier on in your verbal rambling, says, have I missed the point? And you were talking about the excessive amount of deaths as a result of alcohol.
Yeah.
Surely the point is the hypocrisy of the government in their taxation. When they allow these poisonous drugs, alcohol, nicotine, etc., and the amount of money that they're raking in on excise duties, you should mount a campaign against the hypocrisy of the government and their profiteering partners in either the tobacco industry or the drink industry. Because these drugs, if they were coming onto the market today with the known death figures, I'm sure they would have been all banned.
Yeah, but where else are they going to get the money from there, Peter?
Well, that's where they'd have to do their job then. I would suggest, one example is to have a maximum wage, and anybody earning over that maximum would go to the government in taxation, whether it be 100% or 200% taxation.
No, but thanks for playing our game. Don't be ridiculous, but how much money do you earn a year?
How much do I earn?
Yeah.
I'm a disabled miner, retired on old age pension.
Well, is that an answer to my question?
Pardon? Well, it gives you an idea. I'm not.
Okay, so in other words, you'll never be one of these people who you are proposing will lose all of the extra money that they're going to earn. I mean, I really love it when people say, oh, well, anybody over who earn over whatever it might be, 55,000, 100,000, 200,000, they should be taxed. They should lose all of that money and it should go straight to the government. Every single one of these people is somebody who will never, ever, ever earn that amount of money. Big surprise. And as soon as you start to get near that, then you start to think, well, maybe 50 grand isn't so much after all. Like Kev thought that frequently, the amount of money you rake in. And then I can imagine you get above 50 grand and you start earning somewhere close to 100,000 and you think, well, 100,000, actually it's not that much. You turn around and you think, well, it sounds like a lot, but I don't actually have a lot of money sloshing around in my bank account. Look on Russell's face. His eyebrows are virtually meeting his hair. He's going like, you what? And he earned over 100 grand. And suddenly you think, well, actually, no, 150,000 there shouldn't be a top-rate tax. And furthermore, 40%, that's absolutely outrageous. Which it is, by the way, 40%. And, no, I mean, it's kind of like the older you get, the less, left-wing in your, economic thinking you get. You absolutely become a right-wing Nazi. Yeah, I am.
Really?
Yes. You go through a period when you're about 15 of being an anarchist. You should give all of your money away, and you shouldn't have any possessions, like John Lennon used to sing. The billionaire John Lennon used to sing, "Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have any possessions?" from his penthouse overlooking Central Park, with a white Rolls Royce parked outside. And £100 million in the bank. Wouldn't it be nice if we could give all our money away, he said. Making sure he kept hold of it all. John Lennon, he was great, wasn't he? And then, you lose the anarchist phase when you go out of teenagehood, or at least when you mentally leave it, which, for some people can last a very long time. And then suddenly you start acquiring things. You get a nice stereo, and you got a three-piece suite, and you got a vase on the table, and some food in the cupboard, and a nice kitchen, and you put a carpet down, and you buy a rug, and you got a chair, and suddenly you got a bookcase, and so on and so forth, and you want to keep these things, and suddenly it's like a bird feathering its nest, which is exactly where that came from, and you just want to defend it, and suddenly some bastard from the government comes along and wants to take it all away. 40% of your earnings, you can't be serious. And the more you earn, the more it becomes. It's like if you're like Kev, you earn 100,000 a year, 40% of that is £40,000. Unbelievable!
I wish.
And so it's all well and good for people who are never going to ever earn anything close to that, to say, people who do earn that money, because I've earned £5,000 a year for most of my life, and when you're earning that amount of money, money doesn't really, you're kind of constantly worried about it, but it's no big thing with you because you ain't got none. And if you hear people who are earning, say, 45, you read, some company directors earning 45,000 a year, or some bloke in the city is earning 150,000 a year, or, some posh spice is earning 2 million a year. This is like fantasy money to you. And you think, if earning that kind of money, you wouldn't know what to do with it, you think. But you do. Your lifestyle expands to take in any amount of money that you happen to be earning. As surprising, Russ, as that might sound, someday you will be earning over 15,000 a year. And you'll find that it ain't actually that much money.
But remember, Nick, the more you have, the more you spend.
That's right. And the more you want to keep it. I firmly believe that the more you have, the less inclined you are to give it away. Especially if you've, like me, have come from a deeply poor... I was a poor black child. Did you know that?
I'd heard that.
That's right, because when I was growing up north, I used to have to get up 3 hours before I went to bed. We're not going to do this sketch now, are we?
You were lucky.
But it's true, I'm right. And basically, everybody's hypocritical in this respect because everybody will say, well, you should be, these people should be earning, who are earning a load of money. Not only should they be paying 40% tax, it should be 99% tax. As ridiculous as it sounds, that used to be... Didn't we have 99% tax in this country once with the Labour Party?
You're kidding.
Unbelievable. That's why everybody left. All our showbiz stars went to America. You'd be insane to stay here. They're going to take all of your money away and leave you with 1%. I mean, that is just flat-out nuts.
It does seem a bit unfair.
Yeah, I'll say, over a certain amount, you can't have it. Absolutely insane. No wonder they were out of power for so long. It's mad. And so I personally believe that 40% is too much. I don't see why. I haven't been given a decent explanation as to why there can't be a flat rate of tax. Like Ross Perot, when he was trying to become president of these United States of America, didn't he propose just that? There should be a flat rate of tax. I think he said it was something like 20-25%, something like that. And everybody should pay that. Because if you think about it, somebody who's earning £10,000 a year, 10% of that's £2,000. Somebody's earning £100,000 a year, 10%, that's 20,000. So they're paying more anyway. Can you give me a logical explanation why it shouldn't be a flat rate for everybody? I mean, what is this jump to 40% thing?
Well, no.
Okay, just checking. Right, here's one in...
Breaktown.
A break? Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay then.
Nick Abbot on Talk Radio.
Free call 0500 1053 89.
Oh, yeah. Give us a number between 1 and 300.
What did I have last time?
Well, it's very unlikely that you'll choose it again. There's a 1 in 300 chance
All right.
you won't.
247.
247, you say. It's... Smart ass.
What?
It's the same one you chose before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went 274.
274. John Monks, 53, General Secretary, TUC. I suppose he's important. Or is he impotent? No. Important. So it's the top 300 most powerful people in the land. Some of these choices are a bit bizarre. Like number 273. If only you'd said 273. Guess
Why?
who?
Go on.
Richard Ashcroft, 27, songwriter from The Verve.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mess with him. Clearly very powerful. Lots of connections. High places.
By what criteria is Richard Ashcroft, songwriter of The Verve, the 273rd most important person in the most powerful person in the country? Huh?
It's that Bittersweet Symphony, isn't it?
It's not even that he's worth a lot of money. The Duke of Westminster, he's the guy that owns Mayfair, isn't he? I mean, he's a bazillionaire. They put him at number 287. That can't be right. He's got to be right up there in the top 20, at least. The Duke of Westminster, he snaps his fingers, and he snaps his fingers. A sound like that goes off. No, but he's got more money than God.
How much money does God have?
Slightly less than the Duke of Westminster.
Ah.
Thank you for asking. Here's a woman in Ringwood. Hello, Valerie.
Hello.
Hello.
Again. I know how much money God's got.
How much?
He's got all the gold that's still left in the Klondike, and all the gold that's still left in the Nevada desert and California. All right?
Well, that's not the answer on the card, Valerie, but thanks for playing the game.
No, I didn't ring up about that. I rang up to say that they're making too much alcohol if the figures that you quoted are right.
They're making too much alcohol.
Well, they must be, mustn't they? They're causing people to die, so they must be making too much.
And no, dear, it's the people that are drinking too much.
Do you reckon?
Well...
Well, they could not make quite so much, and then there wouldn't be quite so much for the people to drink, would there?
Well, they'd still drink the same amount. They would just cost more.
They'd start brewing their own, I suppose.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes, mead and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anyway, have you got rid of the nit?
What?
The nit.
Nits?
Was it you that had the nit?
No, his name's Nick, not Nit.
Nits? What, as in small animals that crawl around your hair?
Yes, was it you? No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was, the bloke that's on in the afternoon.
Oh, definitely.
Somebody's got nits in your, department.
Who?
What's his name?
You're not talking about...
From Tommy Boyd.
Tommy Boyd has nits? I very much doubt that. It's not Scott Chisholm, is it?
I feel an ass whooping coming on.
Tommy Boyd sent out a message to say that a memo had come round the Talk Radio office to say that one of you had nits.
This is Peter Dealey. Do you want some?
Nits.
What, nits? No, I don't want any nits.
There's nobody with nits in this building, dear. I think you're the nit.
No, this is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. I gave him a solution.
This woman is barking.
I'm not.
You are. You're nuts, you nit.
I'm not. I can make a good omelette, as you know, and nearly not get to the phone in time. I can tell you about the mink before the papers have got hold of the story. So don't... All right. Play me a lullaby. Okay. And I know that Kevin's another magician, because Merlin and Kevin were hand in hand, weren't they? Anyway, bye. I'll stop, Kevin.
Okay, there you go. There she goes. My favourite was when she left. Oh.
These years, oh, still crazy after all these years.
This song's a bit boring, isn't it?
I think,
is this all he could come up with?
Yeah, apparently.
He's nuts too.
Oh, still crazy.
And repetitive. There are no repeats on this show. 0500 1053. What?
Also, because we didn't give this out at all.
Yeah.
You could fax if you want to.
Oh, fax.
Talk Radio.
0541 59 69 79. Or you can email us, nabbott2bs1t at talk-radio.co.uk. All free material. I said nabbott2bs1t at talk-radio.co.uk.
Oh, all right then.
All free material gratefully received, and we'll actually get around to reading some of them tonight because we don't usually.
Isn't that your job?
Yes.
Just checking. Right, here's one in Worcester. Jill. It must be Jill.
Hi, Nick. That lady from Ringwood, was it?
Yeah.
More like ringworm.
That is a very offensive thing to say, if you don't mind me
about nits,
saying
trying
so.
to say that Tommy Boyd had got nits and blaming you and every other member of the Talk Radio staff. Naughty.
I know.
No, I'm...
Insane.
I work behind the bar on a riverboat. Okay?
You do?
Yes. On the River Severn.
Uh-huh.
Right. And listening to that
Never get out of the boat. Absolutely goddamn right.
Oh.
Never get out of the boat, Jill.
Eh?
Never get out of the boat. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's that? What?
No, she's right. 2.5 per person for a bottle. What I want to know is what was the quantity of liquid in the carafe that they used to serve us as well, which used to be in fashion.
Slightly less than a bottle, isn't it? Isn't it 500 millilitres, something like that?
I don't know.
So you're saying that there's 5 units of alcohol per bottle of wine, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well let me just check this, because I can easily sink a bottle of wine a night.
Why not a box?
A box. I'm trying not to drink a bottle of wine a night, but if I open a bottle, I'll drink it without a problem.
Well,
especially if I'm at home and all I have to do is just stagger to the my pit.
Wouldn't it be better to have a box of wine?
No.
Why? Would you drink all that in one night then?
No, I just don't want... It's my personal choice not to have wine that comes in a box, or a can, for that matter.
Why?
Why? That's a stupid question, Jill.
Oh, well, answer it then.
Answer the stupid question?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to offend people who make wine that comes in boxes.
Well, isn't it a good idea to have it in boxes because it actually does last longer?
Do you buy baked beans by the bucket?
I don't eat baked beans.
What a contrary person you are, Jill.
Oh, I'm very contrary.
What a deeply annoying...
I know I am.
Oh. So it says here that 50 units a week. So if there's 5... No, that can't be right. 5 units of alcohol in a bottle of wine, that means I can drink 10 bottles a week.
2.5 glasses, she is right.
2.5 glasses each, she said.
Out of a bottle.
Right, so that's 5.
Yeah.
1 unit per glass.
and I can't see how, when she worked it out, that how many units, or did she say there was, 4 then in the bottle?
No, we've just been through this. There's 2.5 glasses each. There's 1 unit per glass. That's 5 in each bottle.
Yeah.
Are you with me so far?
Right. And
Okay. Now, 50 units a week is when it starts to be harmful, which is 10 bottles of wine a week, which, assuming that you have 2 days off, to kind of relax or sleep or whatever, is 2 bottles of wine a night. No way could you drink that.
Well, I know somebody that could.
Are you speaking from personal experience now? Is that like one of these things where you go to the doctor and say, I've got, a friend of mine has got like a nasty rash down there? And the doctor says, it's right, okay.
An ex-husband.
Well, don't ever let the corkscrew stray too far, Jill. You might freak out. We'll go away, come back again, the new news.
And now the safety pin news. Thank you. A North Yorkshire policeman says a man who bought a World War II hand grenade with a safety pin in place of the detonator catch is lucky to be alive. An army disposal team had to carry out a controlled explosion on the device after it was handed in at Pickering police station. And an Australian magazine has published an issue in tribute to the safety pin. The magazine decided to dedicate its pages to the humble fastener after an unnamed person insulted Bill Gates by telling him the safety pin had done more for people's quality of life
that I screwed up.
than a PC.
Totally screwed. I mean, I am so sorry. You just don't know how sorry I am. I'm sorry.
Talk Radio satellite weather. Guess what? It's snowing in eastern Scotland anyway.
Snowing!
Thank you. Western Scotland and Northern Ireland will have no snow, but lots of wind and rain. Bucket loads of rain too in the east of England. Showers over the rest of England and Wales. The overnight low, much colder than last week, -3 in parts of Scotland. 1 to 4 degrees centigrade everywhere else. Talk Radio News Time, 4 minutes past 8.
Your number 1 talk station, 1053 and 1089 AM, Talk Radio.
Matthew.
Hello?
Hello. When you're filling out a form and the box says M or F, tick 1, which would you tick?
M.
M. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
No.
This is the show that builds dreams and shatters.
Yeah, brings them right back down again. There's 2 types of sniffing. First is the sort of primary sniffing, like a clean, nasally, like that. We should get somebody in from Blue Peter, they'll show us how.
I was just thinking you're enjoying the sound of your own voice tonight, weren't you?
Time of the month, dear.
When I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
I think a cup of tea would be, sounds pretty good right now. What do you reckon, Elizabeth?
I drink a lot of coffee, with the caffeine. Because if anybody drinks a lot of coffee with caffeine in it, keeps you awake. With caffeine coffee do.
The caffeine coffee do, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be asking again, Professor, because I'm not going to give you
Oh,
one.
please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
Oh, all right.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Yeah. No.
Nick Abbott. This machine isn't fast enough. You can't get it to go, that fast. It goes...
Yeah.
Too slow. Even if I press it...
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling today, Nikki, the psycho newsreader?
I'm
He
fine,
asked
thank you, Nick. How are you?
tentatively. I'm fine.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did, thank you.
Oh, good.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a lovely weekend, thank
Are you feeling better now?
No, I'm feeling fine. I was feeling fine on Friday.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
You were obnoxious old moo on Friday.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
That's really nasty of you. That's very insulting. I was only getting my own back.
For what?
Well, for you, permanently.
Not at all. I give you a profile on this day. Everybody else ignores you when you do the news. Am I right?
Not entirely, no. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to come and grovel at your feet or something? Bring you coffee and tea?
No, not at all.
That would make other people redundant.
Not at all. But we just have a little happy team here, and you just came in like a whirling dervish.
But you know I love you really,
spitting
Nick.
bile.
Absolutely. I have to take it out on someone.
You don't have a son called Kyle, do you?
I don't have any children. Thank you.
So, what was the news that we just had?
Safety pin news.
Safety pin news. I didn't hear most of it because I was playing stuff over it.
I know. I was trying to get it finished before the countdown ended, but I didn't succeed, so I just carried on reading anyway.
Okay, so before the countdown ends, what shall we have her do now?
Gonk news.
I'm never going to...
Gonk news?
Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it?
Come on, Russ, name something, quick, before the explosion. Russ. Russ.
He's
looking at me like...
Name something before...
I think he is a gonk. Oh, too late. You've failed this test.
I did have his headphones.
He's just sitting there like...
Oh,
what's going on?
Hear anything?
What an idiot. These are the people that I have to work with. Okay, so he didn't actually hear it. Yeah, I know, you've nicked his headphones. Gonk news? You want gonk news?
Because it's difficult.
No, but how am I going to do that?
Well, you've got till Friday to think about it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it's open to interpretation.
Oh, yeah, we're not back till Friday. We've got football. What is it? It's not up on the Nobbo board.
Lots of matches.
Oh, I can tell you. Ross, pass me that thing over there, the piece of paper that tells everyone. It's tomorrow. It's Aston Villa versus Celta Vigo from Villa Park. All the action from the second leg of the UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wednesday?
And it's... Wednesday, I don't know. I don't have the details for Wednesday here, but I'm sure it's another fine match. Probably involving a major team.
Thursday?
Well, Thursday we're just covering the five-a-side pub tournament down the road.
And it's all happening on...
Talk Radio. That's correct.
Harmony News. How about that?
Harmony News.
Harmony News.
Talk Radio.
Like that.
Did you give him those jingles?
Absolutely not. Nothing to do with me. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh.
So is that a deal?
Harmony News.
Harmony News. There it is. 0500 1053 89. It's a free call. Here is one in Aberdeen. Oh, excuse me. Murray.
Hi, Nick. I was reading through a newspaper and I found a little question here, and it just made me laugh when I read it. And it's regarding a programme that's on some night or whatever. And the question is whether infertility can be inherited. And I just couldn't believe it when I read that. The journalist must have had a bad day, or maybe just having a laugh, you know?
Yeah, you've got to be having a laugh, ain't ya?
I would not fool you.
Well said, Murray.
Thank you, Nick.
I would not fool you.
He does that without moving his lips. It's unbelievable. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. Here's one in, well, it looks like Rugeley. Can that be right?
That's right.
Rugeley?
How are you, Nick?
I'm all right. Where's that?
It's near Staffordshire.
Is it?
It is.
I see.
I've been waiting for ages, mate.
Really?
My nits are playing me up something rotten.
Don't scratch them.
I've got an idea for you. It's this alcohol problem on the roads, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at it the wrong way.
Booze.
Okay? 15% of all deaths on the road are alcohol related.
Yeah.
So if we get everyone smashed before they get in the car, 85% of road deaths wiped off the board.
It's a great step forward in road safety.
Thank you very much.
What an excellent suggestion. Thanks a lot, mate. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. We'll go away, come back.
Hold it now. Nick Abbott.
So, you're a philosopher?
Ready?
Fax 0541 59 69 79.
Yeah. 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 Oh, shut up!
Oh, dear. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. Let's have call in... Oh, okay, first of all, give me a number.
Oh, okay.
Between 1 and 300.
274.
274, you say. You've given me that one already, you colossal geek.
All right, okay. Number 111.
1111111111111. The 111th most powerful person in this country is...
Russell!
Jerry Halliwell,
what?
Spice person.
Well, of course.
Huh?
Look at the power she wields.
What on earth are they talking about?
I don't know.
Well, think, man.
Talking spice, ain't they?
Some of these are just incredible. Kate Moss is the 255th most powerful person in the country. What? Is it perhaps that are they thinking she's powerful in that young girls will wish to be like her and therefore not eat and smoke?
Don't forget she's declared war on bad hair. Maybe that's it.
See, I must have missed that one. Was that in the Times?
No.
Vivienne Westwood is the 292nd most powerful person in the country. By what criteria is she the most powerful person, the 292nd? Huh? I just don't get it. Michael Owen, 18, footballer. The 209th most powerful person in the country. This is insane. They're just making this stuff up.
I'm amazed you're not in there, then.
Everybody else is.
Is Whaley in there?
I don't know. I don't have the strength to look through the entire list. George Michael. One place behind Michael Owen.
Stop right there.
Sir David Spedding, ahead of MI6, is less powerful than Michael Owen. What? I mean, this is insanity. The head of MI6 is a less powerful person than George Michael. No. That will be a no, then. Thanks for playing. No cigar. Insane. Delia Smith is more powerful than the head of MI6. I don't think so, no. I mean, what is that, by the way? I mean, there's been so many of these power lists just lately. Is there like about 5 books out to that effect, or what? What is this stuff all about? I mean, I know it gives papers a great excuse not to have to think of anything to fill a page with. They just print the list. And then print, for the next week it'll give columnists an excuse not to have to think, because they'll just write their opinions on this. Which is perfect, because there's 300 of them. They'll just go pick a few out and slag them off. It'd be great.
Well, you wouldn't want to slag them off because they're powerful. You wouldn't want Richard Ashcroft coming around your house with Delia Smith and a couple of baseball bats, would you?
That's right. They wouldn't need them. They're that powerful. Trowbridge.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Steve.
I read something interesting the other day, which I thought might frighten a few Trekkies, and maybe you might find it quite amusing, which is where the mask came from in the original John Carpenter Halloween film.
Oh, I'm gonna decorate the house for Halloween with scary ghosts and bats and creepy crawly things. Hello there.
Oh.
Happy Halloween.
Is that the one you mean?
Yeah, that's it.
That's not too scary, though. Are you scared yet?
I'm not scared.
I thought that was supposed to be a scary film.
I thought it was good, but the mask apparently was not created by some special effects laboratory in Hollywood. But
which mask was this?
The Michael Myers mask, the scary guy with a knife, a white rubbery mask.
Oh, is that the one where it's an ice hockey mask?
No, that's Friday the 13th.
Talk Radio Weekend Breakfast with Paul.
Oh, that was the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Just
try that again.
Am I still here?
Yeah, which was the one with the ice hockey mask?
That's Friday the 13th, Jake.
Right, well, so what mask are you... describe the mask, because I don't believe I've ever seen this film.
You must have seen the film. Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance.
Well, that rings a vague bell. Always be aware of a movie with Donald Pleasance in it. I swear, has that man been in one single good film? Can you name one single good film that Donald Pleasance has been in? And don't be talking about the one where he was half blind and he walked across the room and picked up a pin or something so he could he could go down the tunnel and get out, and then he got killed anyway. Not that one. That was all right, but.
He's been in some good, dodgy, low-budget films.
Well, no, quite the reverse. He's been in some awful, dodgy, low-budget films. That should be like a warning bell in your mind. As soon as you see his name on the titles, Donald Pleasance, is not the response that you're after. Those buttons right next to each other. Alarm bells should be going off in your mind. So anyway, Halloween, yeah, the mask looked like what?
You've got the right music now, good. The mask is in fact a William Shatner mask with the sideburns shaved off, the eye holes made bigger and painted white.
I don't know, did you know that? Derek Who?
Yeah, it's a Derek Thatchett mask.
It's a William Shatner.
It's a William Shatner mask.
He's Derek's brother. Exactly.
And while you're on a sort of fairly morbid subject, James Wells, at the time of the Louise Woodward trial, held a mock execution one evening. And I wondered whether you would be interested in maybe your listeners voting for some of the personalities you've been referring to, the sort of personalities you've been referring to this week, like Mr. Theakston and, I don't know, Davina McCall, Jeremy Clarkson, all these sort of people. And you could machine gun like that dear
I don't believe
lady from Dereham.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I don't believe I ever said anything negative about Davina McCall. What's wrong with her?
Oh, sorry, I said no. It's she's one of my pet hates.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well, what's up with you? You don't like Davina McCall? There's nothing wrong with Davina McCall. She's great.
In what respect?
Or am I thinking that she grates?
She's great.
No, she's great. Yes, that's. I knew it was one of the two. Okay, well, listen. Thanks, Steve, and I hope that we've all learnt a moral about this.
You know, I really learned something today. Halloween isn't about costumes or candy. It's about being good to one another and giving and loving. No, dude, that's Christmas. Oh, then what's Halloween about? Costumes and candy. Oh.
Here's the news.
The world's best shows are now on the world's biggest commercial talk station, Talk Radio.
The latest audience figures are in, and Talk Radio is
Doing better than ever.
the biggest commercial talk station in the world.
We have to put those away for another year, isn't it?
No, it's good to see you getting full value out of them, though.
Yeah.
Using them in November.
Okay, let's have one in Glasgow. Hello, Glenn. Glenn.
Oh, sorry, Nick. I was sort of dreaming there. Earlier on, we had a caller on talking about income tax and how he was thinking that people should be giving...
Yeah. He doesn't have any money, so why should anybody else? Basically, was the argument there? Yes.
Well, don't most people work something like 3 months out of the year to pay the tax man?
Isn't that outrageous when you think about it? You just want to go on the dole, don't you?
But one other point that I was going to make with you was that what about VAT?
What about what?
Value-added tax.
Oh yes.
We're getting screwed on that as well.
I know we are.
Yeah.
Everybody should be VAT registered, then you don't get screwed on the VAT. Everything you buy for your business, you get the VAT back on.
Yes, I realise that, but it can work against some businesses depending, what line of work you're in.
I don't think so. I think VAT you can only win, can't you? It's a bit of a pain.
I disagree, Nick.
It's a pain doing it.
I was VAT registered and it worked against me.
How?
Well, I was losing business because of it.
Why?
I'm in a strange line of work, basically, which I don't want to bore everybody with. Basically, it was working against me, so I don't want to say too much, but kind of managed to wangle.
You managed to wangle?
And get the threshold down so that I could deregister. Because it was working against me.
Uh-huh. Wasn't this kind of business, was it?
Close.
Close?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
Now, there's council tax as well. So when we work out all these taxes that we're paying out, we're looking at a hell of a lot of cash.
Too much?
To the government.
Yeah.
And this nutcase wants us to pay more.
Is he insane?
The man's a lunatic.
Okay, well...
And there's more that agree with him, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody in this country who wants to be taxed more.
I hope not.
Well, no, there isn't. Hands up who wants to be taxed more. Hands up who thinks the tax in this country should be higher. In there, hands up. Russ put his hand up. What, are you some sort of antichrist? I mean, anarchist?
You're fired, Russ. I can't believe you.
Are you serious? You think that the tax is too low?
No, I'm being forced to say things.
Oh, people are telling you to say things just for balance.
Yeah, sick boy. Good work.
Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, mate.
Okay, one other thing. Nick, before I go.
Yes?
I'm glad I waited, but I need a shave now. I just waited so long,
Smart ass.
Bye.
Here's one in Taunton. Hello, Nina.
Hello, my darling.
Nina.
It's Nina from Somerset.
Nina, no. You're from Somerset.
Yeah, that'd be it. I'll be on then, my darling.
You don't really speak like this, do you?
No, I know. Well, I've done you a little jingle.
You have?
Yeah, on my dictaphone.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you might like to hear it.
Can I use your dictaphone, Nina?
You can indeed. Do you want to listen?
Okay, sure.
Ready?
Oh dear, we seem to have run out of time on that call. Never mind. 0500 1053 89. What on earth was that? Here's Aid who can't get laid.
Hi, Nick.
Aid.
How you doing?
All right.
I hope you and Kev like chocolate-covered peanut
Butter cream puffies. What is it? It's
Golly, don't encourage him.
You owe me a sweetie pop, asshole.
No, it's not that one.
No, it isn't that one, is it? But you do owe me a sweetie pop. Aid.
I thought you could. What's it? You want the South Park taping, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes. Thanks very much, by the way, to the people who sent me David Letterman. I guess have I had any posts today, Kev?
Not that I've seen, but that's probably because it's it's hiding in the back of a radiator somewhere.
Right.
That's where they keep your post.
I will get to you eventually. You people who want T-shirts and sweatshirts and things. We've got loads, hundreds to give away. Or a couple.
You wouldn't believe it.
Something like that.
Would you like a sweatshirt, Aid?
He can't have a sweatshirt.
There's one coming my side.
And I'm just teasing him.
Extra fat.
Yeah, it'll come in red to match your eyes. So what's up, Aid?
If you ever to any crap parties, there's a crap one coming on this weekend, I think.
Well, you're throwing one?
I'm probably not. So what you said?
Get on with it. Stop trying to crack jokes, boy.
Well, I'm a professional comedian, aren't I?
You should have your own show on another radio station.
Which one?
So, God, it's pulling teeth, isn't it? So you got to go to a crap party this weekend.
Well, it's my mate's housewarming party, but I don't think everybody wants to go because nobody really likes him.
And he's your mate.
Well, somebody I just know, just sort of picked up off the streets, I think.
Yeah, this is beginning to sound desperate, Aid. He's your best mate, but you've never met him before.
I don't say he's my best mate. You said he's my best mate.
You hang around with him all the time, but you flat out can't stand him. Is that what you're saying?
Well, me and everybody else in the district.
You want to go to the party and you want to take a bottle of cherry liqueur or something disgusting that nobody will ever drink, and then drink everybody else's beer and leave.
No, but I'm afraid I'm the person that's going to turn up.
Can you imagine the horror of going to that party? You go in, full of the joys of autumn, and you plan to have a really great time. You show up, and you're the only person there. Good grief, you'd be turning on a sixpence.
You're a bit funny that you said that.
Taxis wouldn't be able to spin around faster than that.
I wondered if what's it, just sort of give his address out and see what happens.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's not. 0500 1053 89.
No, I think he should.
No, I don't think he should.
I do.
No. Let's give your address out and see who shows up. Here's one in Derbyshire. It's a person called Malk.
Hi, Nick. How you doing, mate?
All right.
Well, first off, I was going to talk about tax, but the guy before Aid, you covered it. But I mean, I've got another point, and that's you were saying you're a wine drinker, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, are you a white or a red?
White generally. Red sends me to sleep.
Yeah. Well, apparently red's good for you, isn't it?
Well, so they say.
Yeah. Well, so switch to red. I mean, you can drink as much as you like, can't you?
Well, I don't think that's quite true. I think a small amount of red is supposed to do you good. It's supposed to thin your blood or some such thing.
Yeah.
I used to drink just beer, but I think you get to a certain age and beer starts to really blow you out, like you've eaten a football. And so I thought, well, either I'm going to become one of these blokes whose bellies hang way out, like you have to make the decision whether you're going to belt below or above your stomach. And I don't ever want to have to make that decision. Yeah. So I thought, well, I'll switch to wine and I'll maintain my svelte physique.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I went through that phase myself. Went on beer, and I went on spirits, and I went on wine. I just don't bother now.
You don't bother with any booze at all?
I just don't bother now. I really don't bother. I mean, I drive for a living, you see. So I mean, I'm not interested no more.
But you just sort of gave up.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, I'm a truck driver, and I can't afford to drink and drive.
Well, no, of course you wouldn't drink and drive, but you don't drive 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
no,
do you?
no,
I mean, when you're relaxing with people in the pub, do you feel...
Well, put it this way, very, very occasionally. Very occasionally. I mean, I very rarely drink more than a pint and a half.
But do you ever feel kind of left out and a bit...
No, I mean, if I do drink, it's like alcohol-free sort of thing, you know what I mean? You like these calibers and what have you, and that sort of stuff. I mean, that's fine to me.
I never really understood the point of those things. Here's something that tastes like alcohol, which, let's face it, is not basically a nice flavour.
Yeah,
and you don't get any product that isn't alcohol that tastes like it. Alcohol flavoured, beer flavoured ice cream? No. Beer like chocolate with a beer flavour? No. Whereas the things that you do taste nice, you know, the chocolate and coffee and orange and, you know, so on and so forth, they come in other forms than the actual product itself. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
so people don't choose the taste of beer. And yet, here's a product that has all the taste of beer, which, as I've previously described, is not nice, and yet doesn't have any of the fun part. I'm really mystified by that.
I don't know. I mean, personally speaking, I don't really mind the taste of it. It tastes sort of like all right to me.
But why not drink like water or orange juice or something?
Yeah, well, that's boring, isn't it?
Boring? I don't know. See, well, I'm confused now because you're drinking beer that doesn't have any alcohol in it. So which part of that isn't? What you're drinking is flavoured water.
It's like when I used to drink beer before I went sort of like alcohol free and like stopped. I used to drink and get sort of like tanked up. And like at the end of the night, you'd know you'd had a drink, and it was worth having a drink for that reason, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But now I just go out and drink the alcohol-free, knowing that I won't wake up with a hangover the following morning, and plus the fact that it's more sociable than, say, a glass of water or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You should go round Carol. You know, if you ever run out, go round Carol's.
I've got tons of booze in my house.
She's got tons of booze in her house.
Anyway, listen, thanks for listening to me.
Okay, no worries.
Much appreciated, mate.
None of it is alcohol-free, by the way.
Right.
Here's a call in Christchurch. Hello, Rachel.
A call in Christ Church, yes? Hello?
Oh, dear.
You're not cut off, are you? That's what it sounded like.
So, what's
that? Do you know that that's what
Rachel?
it sounds like? Do you know that's what it sounds like to us?
What?
When it comes to us,
yeah,
there's a great whistle on the phone.
Really? What's our number?
0500 1050 389.
How's this going to work, by the way? I'm going to be talking to myself.
I don't know. We'll see if it works. You have to get through our call screening first.
I don't even hear it ringing yet.
Here we go. It should be.
Is it even ringing?
No, that's somebody else. No, I think you've broken it. You have to try again.
Okay. Try it again.
Probably engaged then.
10 53 89. Nothing.
Oh, you know what you didn't do?
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
Did you dial
Please
9?
check and try again.
Did I dial 9?
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
No.
Please check and try again.
No.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
Right.
Please check and try again.
What?
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
Oh, no.
Please check and try again.
Oh,
no. The number you have dialed...
Blimey, talk about repetitive. She just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, clearly you can't call talk radio anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and now all of the sinking lines are busy, so I won't be able to call at all. When you want people to call, they won't, and when you don't want them to call, they're just dialing and dialing and talk about annoying. What an audience. Here's one in Manchester. Hello.
Hello, Nick.
George.
Hiya, sorry to bore you, but what's the threshold for 40% tax?
I don't know. What is the threshold for 40% tax?
I don't know. All I'm thinking is pay everyone £1,000 below it and sod the government. Anyway, that's not what I rung you for.
Pay them what?
Pay them £1,000 below the threshold for the 40% tax. So they don't have to give them 40% tax, do they? You lose £1,000 or 40,000. What do you want to do?
Well, you don't actually... The 40% only applies to the amount that you earn above that amount, above the threshold, whatever it is. It doesn't apply, suddenly you don't pay 40% on everything you earn.
All right. Well, I didn't realise it's too much anyway. That's
It
not what
is
I
too
rung you
much. Yes, correct.
for. Right, that's not what I'm looking for. Where are the Power Rangers on this list?
Where are the Power Rangers?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
On your powerful list.
Yeah.
How about Power Rangers on it?
Give me a number between 1 and 300.
152.
152, he says. Delia Smith.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable that you happen to mention one of the only ones that I've actually got underlined on this list.
127.
You're psychic. 127, Jeff Mulgan, Downing Street Policy Unit. Now, you can understand that that might be a powerful person, because he would dictate to the Prime Minister, who happens to be numero uno, the big cheese, what goes on.
It's a lot of piffle.
Guess who's just above him? More powerful than I'm guessing the head of the Downing Street Policy Unit, Elton John.
Vanessa Phelps.
But she's probably in here.
Is Ainsley Harriott in there?
Oh, please, let's not bring him into that.
Ninja Turtles, are they on it?
The Ninja Turtles. I don't know, but Nobu Yakai Idai is number 77.
Well, yeah, I can see that, yeah. That's,
Okay, thanks a lot, mate. The Power Rangers. No, I'll look them up. Here's one in Birmingham. Hello, Sharon.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Right, you want to know how many alcohol units in a bottle of wine?
Sure, why not?
Or how much you're drinking each week?
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the wine. If you're getting a standard, like, dry white wine, yeah, it's 1.6 per unit. 1.6 units, sorry, yeah.
1.6 units per glass. Well, how big's a glass? We've been through this already.
No, well, if you go for the sort of 5.5 glasses in a bottle.
What kind of glass are you using? Thimbles?
You know the standard pub measure, they say?
Yeah.
You get about 5.5 glasses out of a bottle.
No way, three tops.
No, but so then if you look at it that way, you're having loads of units, aren't you?
No,
because if you're having 3 glasses, then you're having sort of, 3 or 4 units per glass.
Yeah, the things you're saying are becoming more and more daft by the second, Sharon. It doesn't matter how many glasses you divide it up into, it still amounts to a bottle of wine. That's what I'm trying to determine. How many units in a bottle of wine?
All right, I'll give it you this way. If you buy a litre bottle of wine...
Nobody buys a litre bottle of wine. You might as well buy it in a bucket.
You can work this out, okay? This is how you work it out. If you buy a litre bottle of wine and it is 12% alcohol volume, there are 12 units of alcohol in that bottle. Okay? So, just do some math, but there's a lot more than people think.
Right, so it's about 3/4 of a litre is an ordinary bottle of wine.
Right. So 12%, you're looking at, in a bottle of wine, you're looking at about 8 units.
Well,
in a normal bottle of wine.
Close. Let's say 8 or 9.
Yeah, between 8 and 9.
Right. So that means that I can drink 8 or 9, say... 5 bottles or what? Like a bottle a day?
Yeah.
Given 2 days off?
That's right.
Well, that's
you're on
great.
Your 50 so are you saying that 50 units is all right?
I don't know. Are you saying that it's not?
I don't know. I wish it was.
Oh, you're asking me to...
Tell me I can drink that much.
Oh, okay. You should be drinking that much.
Oh, good, okay.
Furthermore, you should be operating heavy machinery while you do it.
Right.
Thanks for asking, Sharon.
Psycho Nikki just... ran in to say that according to Alcohol Concern, the official measure, it's 1 unit for a glass of wine. And
Booze.
That's right.
Don't be giving me this glass of wine thing. How big is a glass, you great galumph?
It's about this big.
And really? And how big's the glass?
It's about this big.
Much bigger, in fact.
Yeah, no, it's just because Sharon was talking bump, apparently.
So is Nikki the Psycho News.
Well, that was...
Again, let me say it again. Doesn't matter.
All right, okay.
It doesn't matter. There could be 100 glasses of wine in a bottle. It just depends on how big the glass is. You idiot. It's how many units in a bottle that we're talking about.
Oh, no, here she comes.
And here she stomps up the corridor now. She's going to come in and dispense some justice. Oh, blimey, it just gets worse. There she comes.
Yeah, no. All right, okay, here she comes. Give her some headphones, somebody. Right, you see, now I passed on a message for you, Nicky. Now you just got me into trouble.
How do you know so much about alcohol concern,
Because
by the way?
I've done so many stories on this in the past, and it comes up, as you know, about 3 times a year in the news, when government issue guidelines and things about how many units of alcohol you should be drinking.
It comes up 3 times a year in the news?
Stories come up that
Really?
frequently, yeah. The standard definition of 1 unit of alcohol is...
How do you manage to maintain, decorum and keep reading the news as it's coming back up?
Very difficult.
I
but
can
I'm
imagine.
a professional, so I've got the knack of it now.
Professional.
Yes, thank you. It's either half pint of lager or bitter, a single shot of spirit, or what is a pub glass of wine, which I think is 275 centilitres.
Well, it depends.
It's got that little...
Pubs, it does.
No.
Pubs usually ask me, do you want a small or a large glass?
It's a small glass
And
of
I
wine.
laugh uproariously and say, have we met?
No, it's the small glass. A small glass of wine, as they serve you in a pubs, is a definition of 1 unit, and there is generally about 5 glasses in a bottle of them.
Right, so 5 units per bottle.
Per bottle, which is what one of the ladies said earlier on.
Well, no, but the previous woman said... But so in other words, 10 bottles of wine a week is actually borderline too much.
I would have thought that's a lot too much, but only going on what the government have recommended in the past.
Its alcohol concern director, Eric Appleby, said 50 units a week would be a lot on average basis. In other words...
That is a lot.
Yeah, but a lot is not implying that it's an enormous amount you're going to die. A lot implies that it's the top end of average. But I think that can't be right. There must be more than 5 units of alcohol in a bottle.
The basic
10 bottles a week. You're an alcoholic. Surely you drink that much.
Well, I'm not personally, but the government guidelines are 2 units a day for a woman and 3 for a man. So that just doesn't add up to what is in.
How much does Peter Mandelson drink then?
I have no idea. I'll ask him for him the next time I bump into him.
Get Mandy on the phone.
Yes, I think a lot of people in this building have tried that in the past.
Oh, really? Without success so far, I'm guessing.
I think we've had him on once or twice.
Right. And how was he?
I was not present at the time.
Okay.
Sorry.
Move along,
just checking.
Thank you. Can I go and do my bulletin now?
Oh, sure, why not?
Okay.
No, you can't do it now. You can do it
I'll
later
do
on.
it. But I've got to write it. I haven't finished writing it.
Oh, don't bother.
Let's go screenless just for a second or so, see what happens.
Hooray!
Line 6.
Good evening. There are 6 units of alcohol in a bottle of wine, 125ml glass. The safe drinking is 28 units per week for a man. And that is quite simple. I've been on a driver's rehabilitation course for drink driving, and those are the figures.
Can you say the word rehabilitation again?
No, I've been on a driver's rehabilitation course for drink driving, and I learnt all these units. There are 6 units to a bottle of wine with 125ml glass.
Yeah.
And the safe limit of drinking for a man is 28 units a week.
And it's a driver's what?
I went on a driver's rehabilitation course after being found guilty of drink driving.
Right,
And I got 3 months off my sentence.
All right, thanks a lot, mate. It was a driver's rehabilitation course. Here's one who's on line 5. Hello?
Phone the station.
I tried to phone the station, damn it, there aren't any lines free. Here's another one on line 4. Hello?
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 Is that Talk Radio?
Talk Radio.
Yeah.
It is. I'd like to make a comment, if that's possible.
Well, I don't know. Only you can know that. Is it possible for you to make a comment?
Yes.
Great.
About drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently detoxing from alcoholism.
Great. My ideal caller.
Right. I should be very anxious about doing it.
About doing what?
Not feeling very well because of it.
You're not feeling very well because of the detox?
Yeah.
Do you find that you're getting,
I've got the shakes, I'm sick, I can't eat, I can't keep water down, I'm sweating.
Blimey, you should be a supermodel. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. His call in, I don't know, wherever it might be. Hello, you're on line 3.
Kevin the fat beat.
Thanks, Mum.
Yeah. Was that really your mother, Kev? So nice for her to call. Here's another one. Hello.
You better shut your mouth before I lay the smack down on you, baby.
It was a call from, what's his name? It was a badass, what's his name?
Shaft.
Shaft?
Oh, Samuel L. Jackson, I'm sorry.
Samuel L. Jackson, that's right.
I'm firmly rooted in the 70s.
He was the lift man to that guy in Scotland, you remember? Got in the lift with Samuel, he turns around, Samuel L. Jackson is in the lift, and you know what he said? Floor 4, please. Samuel L. Jackson reached into his coat, he says, do I look like the lift man to you?
Nick Abbott on Talk Radio. Free call 0500 1053 89.
It's the biggest talk station in the world. Maybe we should call him at home, see if he's alright.
Radio.
Gosh, you sound a lot different through this than you do on the air.
It's my polite voice.
Never heard that before. It's Sick Boy on the phone.
Hello.
Hello, I want to speak to James Whale.
That's almost intelligent call of the evening. No, you're kidding. I can put you through, sir, if you'd like to speak to him.
I want to speak to that bloke that's on the air. He's really,
Have another drink, sir.
Yeah. So you can put me on hold?
Yes.
Now, this is not technically possible, is it? I can't talk to myself, because I'm going to punch this up, and it'll be a loop, won't it?
This is a good question.
Right, so I'm actually on hold now, am I?
No. No.
Well, I'm on the air.
Can't put you on hold.
Can't put me on hold?
How?
But if you put him on hold and then he punches it really quickly...
I've got the fader
then
down.
We should still hear
you put me on hold.
We should still hear the noise, but even though we'll get a screech, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm on hold? Okay. And... That's me on the air. That was no kind of nothing at all.
No, you're not. You're still on hold.
I'm going to have to... I'm still on hold.
Yeah, press the button.
Okay. There it is. I'm pressing it. Pressing it and pressing it and pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. Oh, good one. What a great call. That was my favourite call so far tonight. 0500 1053 89. Here's one in West Drayton. Hello, Gillian.
Yes, true or what?
What?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Nick. Yes, alcohol. Did you say 50 units is okay?
Yes.
No.
At breakfast, 50 units is quite sufficient. In fact, they insist upon it.
No. 50 units is harmful
That's
for a
what
man.
they say. 50 units is harmful for yes.
Is that what you were saying? Oh, I thought you said it was okay. Between 21 and 50 is increasing risk for men, and low risk is below 21.
Right.
And women is 14, and 35 is harmful. And what was the other thing?
But this stuff is not, as I previously explained, this stuff is, as I previously bladly explained, this stuff is not set in stone. It's just the amount at which an unacceptable amount of people die. So in other words, you drink one glass of wine a day. If everybody in the country drank a glass of wine a day, then some people would die because of it.
Yeah.
And so it just becomes an increasing amount of people, and there's one sort of cut-off point where they say, oh, right, well, that's too much.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
Well, I don't know.
It sounds like a clock.
Sleeping. Well, my husband's getting...
I have an alarm clock in my bag that I...
What? Why? What, Nick, sorry, why do you have an alarm clock in your bag?
No, not you.
I was getting it fixed.
All right, and why did you have it set for
Not
8:50 at night when you're on the air?
Because it was getting
And what
fixed.
did you
I guess somebody just flipped the switch.
You useless great gonk.
What are you talking about there, Gillian?
Hold on, he's saying... What?
It's a live radio show. What are you talking about? Hold on.
No, right. If you've got a headache due to your hangover...
Yeah.
What have you got to do?
Head through the nearest window.
Put your head through the nearest window and the pain will go immediately. That's my husband for you.
Tell him to shut up. Furthermore, divorce him. 0500 1053 89. It's a family show. We're at the bosom of the family in this program. We insist that you stay together even if you hate each other. It's good for the kids. Or something. Here's one in Bath. Frank.
Hello?
Frank.
Hello, Nick. Are you still there, Nick?
Yeah, I am. Is that the sum total of your contribution?
No. I was thinking about these drinking monitors and everything. How do these guys on the streets then drink meth and that? I've seen one for about 10 years now. He drinks every day and he's still alive. Who monitors him then?
Who monitors him?
Well, yeah, I mean, these people are on the streets, they're drinking every day, you know?
Mm.
The
wasters and everything walking around the cities.
Yeah.
I've seen the same people for about 10 years now, and they look all right to me.
They do?
They're like pickled.
They look all right to you?
Yeah, they're pickled.
People who drink meth on the streets look all right to you, Frank?
Yeah.
I don't, compared to who do they look all right? You're joking. Somebody who's on the street drinking meth looks all right to you. What an idiot. It just gets worse and worse on this show. Let's go screenless again. It can't get worse. Here's line 1. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Charlie here. Just a useless fact, well, quite interesting actually. Amount of wine people drink per person per year, taking into account the whole population. The Brits drink about 15 bottles. The Germans 20.
Wait a minute, 15 bottles per person per year?
Yeah, the Germans about 20.
Wait a minute, 15 bottles per person per year?
Sounds ridiculous, I know, but I'm in the wine business and it's quite right.
It's not right. You're talking rubbish, man.
People that do not drink it. Hang on. The French 150 and the Italians 164. Now, they're obviously drinking a lot more than we are, and yet they all seem to live longer. So it's diet and lots of other things. It's not just the booze.
No, but if you're specifically talking about wine, then wine is a lot better for you than drinking 15 pints of beer a night, which is what we tend to do, almost as a profession.
That's right, but they don't say this. They say that all alcohol, if you drink this amount, you're going to die or you're at risk. But these people seem to drink it quite happily, but they have better diets and, I don't know, perhaps a bit more exercise or something, and all live to very good ripe old ages and die of something else rather than liver failure or whatever.
Well, no, what those figures suggest, if they're right, and I find it very hard to believe...
They are right.
Well, if they are right, then I'm sure that we drink more alcohol than the French. It's just that we drink a different type of alcohol. We drink it in beer, and they drink it in wine, by and large.
Well, they like their beer as well. But it's correct to within a bottle or two, that, definitely.
And when you say you're in the wine trade, what does that mean?
I sell wine.
You sell wine?
Yeah.
So you're just a shopkeeper?
No, I am a wine consultant, so I sell to private clients direct.
Right, so you're a wholesaler?
Not exactly, no, because I'm selling to private individuals, not to shops and clubs and things.
So you sell wine?
Correct.
You're not like a statistician of any description whatsoever?
Definitely not.
So anything that you say is merely hearsay and not to be taken seriously?
It's something that I know about because it's my business.
And furthermore, you are surrounded by wine 24 hours a day, and are, I'm guessing, for your job, consuming a lot of it.
Reasonable amount.
And I'm sitting here listening to this drunk who's driving at the time. Unbelievable.
Haven't touched a drop today. I love your laugh, Nickers. It's brilliant.
All right, thanks a lot, mate. Send us a crate in the post. 0500 1053 89. It's a free one. Here's a mobile who's near the Channel Tunnel, so let's take him straight away before he gets cut off. Hello.
Hello there, Tommy. How are you?
I'm all right.
Now, I've been a fine connoisseur of alcohol over the years. The problem is, you see, is when you start off, you're right to drink, a couple of bottles at parties of spirits and things, but as time goes by, your body starts malfunctioning. You've got to cut back a bit, see, and people don't know when to cut back. I mean, it's obvious when you go out to clubs or whatever, you see these people that drink 2-3 beers and they're falling all over the place, but there's other people that can quite happily easily drink 2 bottles of rum. You know what I mean? So there's different strokes for different folks, unfortunately. Hello?
Did anybody spot a point there?
No.
No point. I'm just saying, there's no point. What's the point? There is no point, really.
There we go.
That could be his epitaph. Well, we'll write that on his tombstone. Here's one in London. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Nick.
Alan.
I was just going to say to you that basically people that don't drink are pretty boring, aren't they? I mean, when they wake up in the morning, that's the best they're going to feel all day, isn't it? Really?
Yes. I suppose so. If you get smashed the night before, you're bound to get to feel better as the day progresses.
Look forward to it.
Yes, I mean, look forward to it. What a good point. Now, in a nutshell, he said, just in a few precise words what the previous guy failed to say in an enormous amount of words. See, it was prescient and to the point and amusing, furthermore.
And I think it was stolen from Frank Sinatra.
It was?
Yeah, I think he said something similar once. It was either Frank Sinatra or Jack Nicholson. Somebody famous.
Frank Sinatra. He did this one, didn't he? Frankie.
That's him.
You can't beat Frank.
Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we was getting nowhere, and so we...
I had a cup of tea. We should go to the pub and have a cup of tea, Kev. Here's one in Staffordshire. Hello, Harry.
Hello.
Harry.
Harry.
Harry?
Harry. How are you?
I'm all right, Harry.
Good.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm just a little bit confused, and I hope you can explain.
Well, you sound like you might be confused. You're halfway through the change.
Well, possibly, could be. I'm listening to your programme for the first time. In fact, I'm listening to Talk Radio for the first time, and I wonder what context I might put your remarks in. Is it people ringing up to be insulted, or is it people genuinely ringing up, or should I take your humour as simply humour? Because it is very funny. But I wonder what it does to the people who are listening, who might actually take those ideas on board and think it is okay to do some of the things you jest about.
Well, okay, for the really stupid amongst you, let's say that you should completely ignore anything that I say on this show because none of it is serious and I'm just an idiot on the radio trying to get a laugh.
Good. Well, I hope that the completely stupid amongst you doesn't include me because I don't like to be patronised, and I wonder if the other people in the audience that are listening...
It sounds like you are... Well, it sounds like you are being incredibly patronised.